Taking a look at today's equity index futures markets, let's look at the S&P 500 future as it's realizing some selling pressure for a third consecutive session. Now today, much more pronounced selling pressure as we are past expiration. So with the pressure today, we are seeing the S&P 500 futures down just under 2% currently, about 1.7%. Now that is well off the lows though. We did see the S&P 500 futures quite significantly lower earlier in the session. Nice rally late in the day. Currently right around the 43.60 level. So again, about 1% off the lows, but still down on the session. And we look at some of the factors contributing to why I think we're continuing to see this pressure. There's a couple things. Really, the big news over the weekend, it was hinted at last week, but it picked up traction over the weekend, is the developer out of China who might be having some issues meeting the debt obligations. And I guess now the question is, are there more potential issues like this in China? So that caused some uncertainty, I guess, in the market today. I think that was one of the big contributors. Number two, just the sentiment in the market has been weak for the better part of the last couple of weeks, really through September. And September historically has not been a very good month for the equity markets. I think so. It's creeping into the psychology. I think that another reason why we're seeing some selling pressure. Also, Fed meeting this week, so you got a lot of shoring up, I think, and adjusting of positions ahead of that potential announcement. They may change their liquidity provisions. The market seems to be possibly anticipating that. And the fourth thing is the Treasury Secretary basically indicating that she sees a need for some management of the debt ceiling moving forward, or else that could lead to some issues as well. So there's a lot of things in the market right now that just were some pretty heavy headwinds for the equity markets. Now you look at the S&P 500 futures, we're trading basically at 2-month lows now. You have to go back to middle of July to see us trading down at these levels around the 4,300 level. And so we are giving up some pretty significant ground here as we did see the selling pressure today. And overall, when you look at the equity index futures markets, the Dow and the S&P down just a little under 2%, where we still did realize the Russell and the NASDAQ futures were down over 2% on the session.